Yellow, morning again. Here I'm going to do math and percentage of training. I don't know what to call this video as we go through, but basically what I am going to describe is odds of the trading. So let me explain to you this better. Now this comes from one of the videos I'll be sharing to later on, but just it'll help at this point in time. I just placed this trade in the last bit. Does anyone here think I have any control of whether that is going to go down to my take profits because I sold here, or go up and hit my stop loss? In other words, I'm out of the trade, etc. Does anyone think I have any control over that? The answer is no. There are people that do have control of it. There are people that are big enough that would be able to physically force the price up here and then go down, but not us. So right now I'm in a 50-50 trade of this can go down. I'm using signals and indicators, etc., to give me an edge, which we will explain in its own separate video, but efficiently down. So let's think about this. If it can go up and it can go down, it's like flipping a coin. So I can flick a coin. Out of flicking a coin 1,000 times, so I physically go and I flick a coin 1,000 times, how many times do you think it will land on heads versus tails of percentage? On a sample size that it should be close to 50, might be 49, might be 51, but it's something. But however, it should be approximately even. So what I'm trying to say is, if I had to do 20 trades at a 50-50 rate, so I just went in and said, bam, thank you, go down. And I did that. Statistically speaking, I should be right 50% of the time. However, the price could go, if I said going up, going up, going up, going up, going up, and I did all my trades, all of them I'm saying are bull, go up. 50% of the time I should be correct. So just like the coin, 50% of the time, and 50% of the time I should be, I will be wrong. That should not make me be upset when, if this goes and hits stop loss, I should just say, okay, bye-bye $35, what's that, 600 bucks? Bye-bye 600 bucks, see you next time, and then go into the next trade. So imagine this, if you said, okay, so this one hits the loss. Now I'm testing a strategy out here, but if this one hits the loss over here, and the next one, I say, oh, I did the same signal, but I did a loss, I'm not going to do it. And then it goes in the favor. It might be a loss, it might be a winner, it might be a loser, but you don't do it. That's like you're trying to flip the coin and saying, okay, this time's going to be a head. No, it's not. Okay, the next time is going to be a head. No, it's not. Don't aim for trade by trade. You need to figure out that this is a mathematical game, that over X amount of trades, you are going to be right X% of the time. So when you're flicking a coin, you're not going to say, okay, this time's head, this time's fails, this time's heads, this time's this, because you're diminishing your risk by doing that. If you know it's going to land on heads 50% of the time, you're going to go heads, 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 heads. But as soon as you start skipping or not doing this one or changing it around, you are changing the outcome of the mathematical equation. So my problem that I did yesterday with my new strategy, I'll do it in a later video. I had a strategy and I should have kept to it, but I got nervous for this one, not nervous for this one, change this one, and then all of a sudden you're not doing it correctly. And by the way, if I did this strategy in this time frame of what I'm doing now, I would have made a lot of money. I just didn't actually realize the forex markets were open at this point in time, to be honest, which is quite silly considering I should know that. But Good Friday. So if you think I lose and you're going to make that go, oh, let me not do it again, you are trying to change an outcome that you have no control over. So if you just keep doing it and you're doing your math, if your strategy is wrong and you're only winning 20% of the time, change your strategy. But you can't be selective and go, oh, this time yes, this time no, this time no. You have your strategy. It's called edge. So when you're in the edge, where you have your edge, this is your edge, you must play it down. So that is one of the things, and it's hard to do. I messed it up completely yesterday. Down $200, I think, yesterday overall. That's quite a bit of money. So your play, if you're going to take a strategy, do one that you can handle the risk of. We'll get risk management is its own thing, but just understand you can't skip and choose trades, and you can't change this way. Oh, this I'm going to try this strategy, then this strategy, and this strategy, and this strategy, and this strategy, and this. You're trying to change. This will be a head, this will be a tail, this will be a head, this will be a tail, this will be a head, this will be a tail. You're not going to get it. And also, if you get 5 losing trades in a row, if it is your strategy, play your strategy, because you can get 10 winners in a row. And I'm going to do with some back testing in a bit. I'm going to go do it. I'm actually wondering if I'm approaching my stop loss as we have here. I've hit my stop loss. As you can see, it took me out of the trade over here. It went up. If I go here, that was a total loss of $47 in the end was of the spread. Now, I'm not going to make this one be my own all. It just didn't work this time. This one didn't work. No one, the market didn't do it to me. It wasn't a principal plan. So on, this one doesn't work. Doesn't mean I must not do the next one, but what happens if the next one worked? If I did it over here, my strategy, I would have worked. If I did it over here, it would have worked. But I wasn't in these two, so now this one's a fail. Am I not going to do the next one? It's an interesting concept that one is to start thinking about when you're doing the trading, and it's hard to go $47, $50, 800 bucks, 800 rand at this point in time. So that is the hardest thing to try and get your head around when doing stock market trading. And in here, it is very likely it is still going to go down off after this. I must actually just remember this one spreads a bit higher and actually plan accordingly for it. But yes, so that is a different story. But that should explain. Okay, so winning and losing. Just remember the math. You're not going to win them all in a row. You're not going to lose. Well, you could potentially lose a whole bunch and then win a bit. Just remember, it's a mathematical game. So if you can increase your edge, or use an edge to give you a higher than 50% odds, which I actually have, I'll show you in backtesting. It will allow you to make a lot of money by being right more often than the 50 with risk to reward. I think I'll do risk to reward in the next video.